Uh, so students, today let us complete the remaining part of the lesson, manufacturing industries. So far we learned about some industrial belts in the world, in India, and major industries, textile industries, and what are the factors affecting the location of industries. Now chemical industries, engineering industries, all these you learn. Now we'll read a comparative study of industry. Most developing countries have an agricultural economy with the industrial sector in its nascent stage. The literacy rate is low, population large, and resources are inefficiently exploited. In case of developed nations, the situation is completely different. Now students, developing countries have an agricultural economy with the industrial sector in its nascent stage. So the literacy rate is low, population is large, and resources are inefficiently exploited. What do you mean by inefficient? Resources are inefficiently exploited. Inefficient means they are simply wasted. In case of developed nations, the situation is completely different. So in the developed nations, they make use of the resources. Developed countries like USA, Japan, and Germany manufacture both consumer and capital goods. Let us take up the case studies of a few industries to make a comparative study. They are well established in India, a fast developing economy, and in some already advanced countries such as USA and Japan. So the developed countries like USA, Japan, Germany, they manufacture both consumer and capital goods. Now let us take up the case studies of a few industries to make a comparative study. Iron and steel industry. The iron and steel is a basic industry which generally serves as an index of the level of development of any country. Now this iron and steel industry, we call it a basic industry. It is the basic of all the other industries. So with the development of this industry, other industries also prosper, and trade also flourish, which generally serves an index of the level of development of any country. Let's compare and contrast this industry at two locations that are important manufacturing centers in different parts of the world, one in Detroit, USA, another in Jamshedpur, Tisco, India. Now let us study about Detroit's iron and steel industry. Detroit, located in Michigan, USA, is an important center of iron and steel production in the world. This city developed because of its strategic location as a port on the Great Lakes shipping route. It became very strong for manufacturing automobile parts and assembly. The location of this city is on the Great Lakes, near the Great Lakes, which it's a port, and it's also a uh, shipping route. It became very strong for manufacturing automobile parts. Automobile parts means the vehicles parts, and assembly machine tools and assembly machine tools. The assembly means the parts are assembled and made ready. Assembled means they are fixed. You might have seen in the car factory how the cars are fitted with the help of robots. Nowadays robots do the work of the human beings, so within less time more work can be done with the help of robots. So while assembly work is mostly done by robots. Machine tools, chemicals, and the pharmaceuticals. It is a transportation center. It is a transport center for the industrial heart of Midwest USA. So in the middle, where towards the west of USA, Midwest USA. Detroit is well connected to world markets in Europe. Midwest USA. I don't think it's West, children. It's you can call it Mid East. It is well connected to world markets in Europe and Asia. This city has a huge local market for automobiles and is located on the western edge of the Lake Erie. So there should be proper markets available for the industries. Then the industry would flourish. So Detroit is well connected to world markets in Europe and Asia. So people of Europe and Asia buy the automobiles from Detroit city. So transportation easy as it is located near the Great Lakes, and the city has a huge local market also for automobiles and is located on the western edge of the Lake Erie. So the five lakes are there, no children: Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake Ontario, Lake Huron, Lake Erie, and Lake Superior. So these are the five Great Lakes. It is located huge local market for automobiles and is located on the western edge of Lake Erie. Detroit is a lake port with enough land in the surrounding areas. So it has plenty of land in the surrounding areas. It's also a port on the lakes. This facilitated expansion. It is also so the industry could be expanded very easily. With it is also well served by a rail network, and thus an efficient rail and water transport system compete with each other. So water transport, rail and water transport are both available. Connecting the production centers with market areas, this gave the steel manufacturing an excellent advantage by reducing the cost of transportation. So the cost of transportation is reduced. Detroit also has an advantage with regard to availability of raw material. The raw material for iron and steel industry is iron ore, which is brought on specially built ships from the Lake Superior region. So a lot of iron ore is available around the area of Lake Superior. Pennsylvania coal is brought from the Appalachian coal belt. The coal is also easily available for the industry there. Limestone used as a fluxing material. It's also available near Lake Huron or from islands in Lake Huron, which are close by. This area is rich in dolomite, a variety of limestone. What is limestone, children? Limestone is a stone. You might have seen the whitewash. Sometimes we whitewash our houses, and that whitewash comes from limestone. Water in the required quantity is available from Lake Erie. The Niagara Falls provides ample hydroelectric power. So a lot of hydraulic power is obtained for the industry from Niagara Falls for the operation of the industries. Sufficient labor is available in the region. Nearly 75% of US's direct employment is provided by the automobile industry. That makes Detroit a leading industrial center. It came to be known as the automobile capital of the world. So it has a good world market also. It also provides lot of employment to the people of USA, about 75%. Detroit, a leading industrial center, it came to be known as the automobile capital of the world. The industry now depends on iron ore from outside. The automobile industry of Japan and Europe give it tough competition. It depends on iron from outside now. Automobile industry of Japan and Europe give it tough the competition. So it has got competition with Japan and Europe. Since 2010, nearly 65,000 jobs have been created. In 2014, 20% of all US production of automobiles was produced here, and over 1.5 million cars and trucks rolled out at assembly plants located in the Detroit region. Detroit also has diversified into other economic activities. Now there are also other economic activities which are carried on in Detroit now apart from automobile industries. And since 2010, 65,000 jobs have been created. 2014, 20% of all US production of automobiles was produced here, and over 1.5 million cars and trucks were rolled out at assembly plants located in the Detroit regions. So its production is too heavy, too much. Tata Iron and Steel Company, Tisco in Jamshedpur. Another example is Tata Iron and Steel Company. in India, which is also called in short TISCO. It is located in Jamshedpur. It is established in 1907. It's still the second largest producer in the country. It is the only major Indian steel plant in the private sector. It is located at Sakchi in the present day state of Jharkhand. The industrial township that developed around the steel plant was called Tatanagar or Jamshedpur, named after its founder Jamshedji Tata. The industry here has much scope for further expansion. The town is located at the confluence of the Subarnarekha and Kharkai rivers. The confluence means it is the meeting place of these two rivers, or we call it Sangam. It is situated on a trunk railway route that connects Kolkata with Mumbai and Chennai. So, trunk railway route is the longest route connecting to different states, different cities of different states, Kolkata with Mumbai and Chennai. So this Tatanagar, Jamshedpur, it is named after the founder of Jamshedji Tata. The founder of the iron steel industry is Jamshedji Tata. Similar connectivity is available by road. It is only 32 km by road from Kalimati station on the Bengal Nagpur railway route. Kolkata, a metropolis and a big river port of international importance, is just 250 km away. Cheap transport was major factor for locating the plant, considering the heavy nature of raw material and finished products. What is finished products? Children, the manufactured goods are called finished products. There is a connectivity is available by road. It's only 32 km by road from Kalimati station on the Bengal Nagpur railway route, and it's just 250 km away. Kolkata, a metropolis and a big river port of international importance. Cheap transport was major factor for locating the plant, considering the heavy nature of raw material and finished products. Raw material for the steel industry at Jamshedpur is available from nearby areas. Iron ore is brought from Singhbhum district, Jharkhand, Mayurbhanj, Odisha and Bonai, Odisha, all within a radius of 75 to 100 km. Good quality coking coal is obtained from the coal mines of Jharia and Raniganj, 150 to 200 km away. Limestone and dolomite are procured as fluxing materials from the Sundargarh district in Odisha. Water needed for cooling pipes is obtained in plenty from the Subarnarekha and Kharkai rivers. So all this availability is required for the establishment of iron and steel industry. So it should be also nearby place from nearby places, so that transportation could be easily carried on, and the steel industry is labor intensive. It demands a large number of skilled workers. Skilled means those who are trained. This being a densely populated region, plenty of labor is available from the neighboring states of Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Odisha and East Uttar Pradesh. Jamshedpur steel plant is the 10th largest producer of steel in the world. At Kolkata and Haldia, the Tatas have their own stockyards, handling equipment and other support facilities. Tata Steel products are exported to the USA, Europe, Japan, Korea, China, Southeast Asia, Middle East, Africa, Nepal, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. Now let us come to the textile industry. Textile industry includes the production of cloth from various fibers. The change from handmade production to machine-made goods occurred first in England. Cotton is by far the most used fiber for the production of cloth. Let us compare the textile industry of Osaka in Japan with the textile industry of Ahmedabad in India. So these two industries, let's compare them. Let us read about cotton textile industry in Osaka. Where is Osaka, children? It is in Japan. It is also known as Manchester of Japan. The extensive plains around Osaka provide enough land for factories and mills. Location on the sea coast was ideal for importing raw cotton from India. China, Egypt, and USA. And for exporting finished goods, Japan depends entirely on imported cotton raw material. Osaka is an excellent port in the southern part of the island of Honshu. Due to the location on the sea coast, and it was ideal for importing raw cotton from India, China, Egypt, and USA, and for exporting finished goods also. What is the cloth made from the cotton? That is called finished goods. Japan depends entirely on imported cotton raw material. Osaka is an excellent port on the southern part of the island. Why it totally depends on imported raw cotton material? Because cotton is not grown in Japan. The coastal location also provides the natural humid climate necessary in the spinning of thread. So the spinning of thread is the climate required is humid climate. Humid means wet. There should be wetness in the air. Although all over the world now humidifier machines are used. So nowadays, in order to create humidity, humidifier machines are used. Water power was developed properly to supply cheap, convenient, and reliable source of electricity. The river Yodo supplies water to the textile mills. On the continuous governmental support has gone a long way in the development of the industry. Osaka has 20% of the spinning industry of Japan. Spinning and weaving in Osaka are carried out in separate industrial units. What is spinning and what is weaving, children? Spinning means the cotton is spun into thread, and what Gandhi, our leader, our father of nation, used to do, that is called spinning thread. He used to sit before a charkha and he used to spin the cotton into yarns or threads. And weaving means the threads are woven again into cloths. It can be done by the help of hands or the machines. Handlooms or power looms are used for weaving cloths. The spinning is done in large mills in Osaka, while weaving mills are numerous and widely scattered. Scattered means everywhere it is located. A large number of educational institutions undertake research and development in improving designs. Now, more and more researches have been carried on in developing improving designs. The rise of other industries such as iron and steel, machinery, shipbuilding, automobile, electrical equipment, and cement around Osaka have resulted in the decline of textile industries. Textile industry in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad, on the banks of river Sabarmati, the largest textile center in Gujarat and second largest textile center in India. It is often referred to as the Manchester of India. So like the Osaka referred as Manchester of Japan, so Ahmedabad is also known as Manchester of India. It is located about 440 km north of Mumbai, the oldest and largest textile city of India. Raw cotton is available locally. So cotton is grown plenty in Gujarat. Therefore, raw cotton can be available easily in Ahmedabad for the industry. An efficient transport of a rail and road network ensures the easy delivery of raw material and finished cotton fabric. Nearness to Mumbai port makes it easy for Ahmedabad to import high quality long staple cotton whenever it is required. As Ahmedabad is not very far from the sea, it has reasonably moist climate suitable for spinning of yarn. The threads do not break easily. So due to humidity, the threads are durable. They do not break easily. River Sabarmati supplies water to the mills in the city. Cheap hydel power is supplied from the hydel power plants in the Western Ghats. Hydel power means electricity, hydroelectricity. Nearness to Mumbai and Kandla ports gave Ahmedabad access to international markets. A lot of yarn is exported to, yarn means thread, Japan. The climate of Maharashtra, Gujarat and other neighboring states create a demand for cotton, so there is a large domestic market. Domestic market means within the country, within the region, the demand is more. The dense population of the region, that is Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, is a source of skilled labor. So people who work in the industries come from these places, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. They are skilled laborers. In recent years, the textile mills have faced certain problems which led to the closure of some factories and reduced employment in this sector. In recent years, they faced some problems for which some factories have been closed and some people lost their employment. Most mills have old and outdated machinery. That is due to the mills, those which have outdated machinery. Machines are very old. They lack the latest technology and are thus unable to compete with market prices of the world. So they don't have the latest new technology. They follow the old technology. Therefore, the demand becomes less. Decentralization of the weaving sector led to setting up of new mills in other centers in the country. However, the spinning section is centralized in Mumbai and Ahmedabad. India is following the Japanese trend in this respect. India is following the Japanese trend. Now, you see, children, we completed the textile industries. Now, let us start the information technology. What is information technology? I think you know much better, children. That is IT industries, computers, satellites, and other modern means of communication have helped in the development of information technology. It allows the ability to store, process, and distribute information at a great speed. All computer machines are referred to as hardware, and the programs used are called software. Today, this industry has become global. Two leading centers of IT growth are Silicon Valley in the USA and Bangalore in India. Now, this today this industry has become global. Globalization of industries of IT industry. Everywhere it is found, and people now uh, have become totally aware of the information technology that for which in India also we have a place like Bengaluru, which is also called the Silicon Valley of India, and of course there is a Silicon Valley in the USA. Case study, let us read about IT industry in Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is the southern part of the San Francisco Bay Area in Northern California in the United States, originally known for its fruit growing orchards. It has developed into a high-tech regions. So there is the place called Silicon Valley in San Francisco Bay, Northern California in the United States. First, it was known for its orchards, fruit growing orchards. Orchards means the gardens, fruit gardens. It has developed into a high-tech region. Now it has developed into high-tech region. Silicon Valley is a part of Santa Clara Valley. The foundation of IT industry was laid here by Professor Frederick Emmons Terman. It is a Mediterranean type of climate with mild wet winters and hot dry summers. So this region has Silicon Valley region has mild wet winters and hot dry summers, which is also characteristic of Mediterranean type of climate. It has made it a lucrative place for investors. So people are much more attracted to invest there. It's located close to the major roads and airports and thus has a good access to markets. Plenty of space is available for future expansion. Silicon Valley has the advantage of investments and funding of risky ventures, availability of trained graduates in engineering, computers, and related fields, and the research and development facility at Stanford University helps the industry to grow fast. An important aspect of Silicon Valley is that it has absorbed foreign engineers from India and China. There is constant interaction between companies, each pooling its own expertise, leading to vibrant growth. Now it has absorbed foreign engineers. So people of engineers from India and China are all employed there in the Silicon Valley. There is a constant interaction between companies also, each pooling its own expertise, leading to vibrant growth. Information technology. Bangalore is the capital of Karnataka, is often referred to as the Silicon Valley of India, as it is a major industrial center of information technology with the highest number of software companies and a major share of software export from India. The climate of Bangalore is moderate and this attracts foreign companies who prefer to places with a hot tropical climate. The foreign companies are attracted to Bangalore. Why? Because of its moderate climate. This city has the existing infrastructure of a good transport network. Suitable conditions for research and development exist as Indian Space Research Organization (ISRO), Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (HAL), and Indian Institute of Science were already well established here. Software Development and Technology Parks of India (SDPI), with infrastructure facilities like satellite communication services, have helped young entrepreneurs and promoted the growth of IT companies in the city. Karnataka has the highest number of engineering colleges besides numerous software training centers, so trained workers are available easily. The Karnataka state government took measures to attract IT companies as it announced its IT policy in 1992. Suitable economic, social infrastructure, and the highest number of software professionals working in a city has rightly earned Bengaluru the title of the fourth best global hub of technological innovation by the United Nations. Nearly 3 lakh IT professionals are employed here. So, this is all about the industries. Now, let us talk here, children.